Yes, sir. Conference Championship Week is here, and 12-0 Marshall is number 4 in the country and 1 win away from its second college football playoff berth in the series. A huge matchup against Arkansas State is on deck. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Kimbroplays. There are a ton of great matchups throughout college football this week, and so much is yet to be decided about this postseason. Obviously, our big game against number 20 Arkansas State is looming, but each of the top 7 teams are playing on championship weekend, and all 7 face a ranked opponent. Number 1 North Carolina takes on number 6 Clemson. Number 2 Florida goes up against number 5 Alabama. So the fate of the college football playoff top 4 could still get very chaotic. I can't wait to see what happens. We mentioned this in the last episode, but James Fuqua comes out of nowhere to fill the number 4 spot on the Heisman top 5. It would be very cool to get both guys to New York for the ceremony, even if neither of them can win. We have kept tabs on this Arkansas State squad all season, as early on, we recognized that they might be the eventual winner on the other side of the Sun Belt Conference. They've hit a bit of a slide recently, losing 2 of their last 3 games after starting the year 9-0, but don't get it twisted. This is a good team. They bring in a top 25 offense that's actually slightly better by letter grade than us at A-, but they are also really freaking good on defense. Number 4 in total defense and number 2 in the country in pass defense. James Fuqua and the passing attack will have a great challenge in front of them today. How did we get here? Marshall, currently 12-0. We faced 3 Power 5 ranked teams in the first 6 weeks. Penn State, Illinois, and Boston College were all ranked at the time we played them. Turns out, though, the only good team of the 3 was Illinois, as Penn State and Boston College finished the year a combined 5-18. We handled Troy and a good Georgia Southern team. Now we come into this matchup facing the best team in terms of win-loss column that we've seen all season. As for the Red Wolves, they have a good road win against Texas Tech and a solid home win versus Troy. But road games against good teams have been their kryptonite all season, as they've lost close games against Louisiana Lafayette and Georgia Southern. However, Marshall will definitely be their biggest test of the season as well. Here is where the stat leaders are. James Fuqua has thrown for 2,700 yards and 36 touchdowns. Ali has rushed for 1,500 yards and 16 scores. Brennan Armstrong has put together a great true freshman season with 600 yards and 10 touchdowns. Josh Hardiman has been steady all year, leading us in tackles with 72. David Watkins leads us with an impressive 6 interceptions in his first college football season, and Rasheed Price has been so impactful. 21 sacks is head and shoulders the best number in college football this year. For Arkansas State, Wyatt Beagle leads them at quarterback and has been really good. 2,600 yards, 33 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions. That's some high-level quarterbacking. Lincoln Perry is a 1,000-yard rusher and has added 7 scores, and Adam Jones at wide receiver has 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. So they have some dudes on the offensive side of the ball for sure. Final injury update before we dive in. Chris Everhart is finally ready to return from his torn pec. Meanwhile, Arkansas State will be without their right tackle Byers. Otherwise, both teams look pretty healthy. We are in Kansas City and Arrowhead Stadium for the Sun Belt title game. The Red Wolves have been in the Sun Belt since 2001. They've got 12 conference titles, including winning 5 out of 6 from 2011 to 2016, and they're used to winning some football. Hugh Freeze, Gus Malzahn, Butch Jones have all been recent head coaches. Notable NFL guys include Demario Davis and J.D. McKissick. It's a proud program, and they're going to be ready to play today for sure. Beagle and the Red Wolves start the day at the 20-yard line. His Neighbors motions into the backfield. Beagle keeps it. Hardiman drags him down, but it's a good 10-yard rush as they get the day going. 1st and 10, trying to go the speed option. This time it's going backwards. Aiden Hubbard is all over it. 2nd and 13, shotgun snap, looking to run. Nope. Rasheed Price is going to add another sack to his total. I love this little rip move as he sheds the right guard, brings down the quarterback. 3rd and 17, pump fake looking right. Beagle then comes back to his right late to Nabbers across the sideline. Malik's got 16 yards, but he's short of the first. Nice job by Marshall to get off the field on that first possession. Ali getting the ball to get this one going. He's got 2. Shotgun snap on 2nd and 8. Fuqua lofting it to the left side. Brennan Armstrong, nice job toe tapping, 16 yards and a 1st down. 1st and 10, giving right, now cutting back hard. Ali hits the brakes, stumbling forward across the 1st down yardage. He's got 16 more yards on back-to-back nice plays for Marshall. And we're across the midfield stripe about the 40-yard line. Fuqua scrambles, throwing late across his body, hits John Bass up the sideline. Another big play. 3 straight in a row. That's 22 yards to John Bass. It was a really nice job. Get outside of the pocket, keep your eyes downfield, and find Bass. As Ali rushes for 1 on first down. Now it's a 2nd and 9 as we hit Cook on the in route. He's got 8. That sets up a 3rd and 1. Working it left with Ali. He rolls over the defensive lineman. He's got the first. 1st and goal from the 5. Faking the inside give. James Fuqua puts his head down and he punches this one in. 5-yard touchdown on the zone read. Quarterback keeper for James Fuqua. Really good stuff here. Nice job. Just read the edge. Take it in for the score. Marshall up 7-0. And Arkansas State gets their second possession going as Perry's met in the backfield. Nice job by Andy Johnson to slow him up. Big TFL. Get him going backwards. Perry here on 2nd down. He gets a lot of it back. Setting up a 3rd and 6 after an 8-yard gain. Now Beagle under pressure, kind of scrambling, looking for help, and he's going to go down. 2nd sack on the day and another 3 and out. Marshall taking over just about the midfield stripe. 7 yards on first for Fuqua. Now pressure instantly. We flip it out. Ali's got some room. He doesn't get a block from Cook, but he does get the first. 9 yards, and Marshall again threatening. Already across to the 35-yard line. It's a counter to Ali. He probably had a little more room. He's able to get 5, but no more. Now Fuqua, play action, coming back to his right. The defensive back, Jones, was in there in coverage. Fuqua, scrambling. 3rd and 5, he's going to get hit hard. He's going to get the first down, 7 yards. 2nd and 8, into coverage, and this one could have been picked off. Eek. Looking for Tommy Chambers on that one. Facing a 3rd and 8. Late to the sideline, it's Jack Stakem. He's trying to shake and find room. He's got 6, but that's going to be a little short. 4th and 2, we're not going to get too tricky. Just trot out Kevin Hayes and knock it through. Marshall, 10-0. Nice job controlling things on defense as the run D continues to be strong. Nice job there by Price. Now it's a Perry counter. Andy Johnson's there, but they've got 7 yards. And it's another run, this time to Kidd as we don't fill the hole. Chris Kidd has 5 yards and a first. They're doing a nice job finding ways. And Adam Jones going backwards on that first play. I guess technically he got 1. Up the sideline, Josh Hardiman. It's a big mid in there to break this one up. It's going to leave him with a 3rd and 9. Really nice play by Josh there. As Beagle looking left, Eric Love is there. Intercepted. He tried to get the ball out up the sideline and then came back late, and he's going to punch it in. Eric Love on the pick 6. Beagle, 2 of 4, 17 yards, and this big mistake. Like I said, late to the sideline, thinking he had more time. Lost track of Eric Love, who was in some man coverage, and came all the way back. Huge score for Marshall. And the D, 34 yards given up, averaging 2 per play, 2 sacks and a pick. That's exactly how you want to draw it up as we get the second quarter started. Beagle under pressure. He finally sneaks out. Lucky to not get a 3rd sack. He gets 2 yards. Perry running left. They're doing a nice job running out of shotgun with multiple wide receivers on the formation. Here's Ely into the backfield. He does get the inside give. Nice cut. He converts the 3rd in inches. 1st and 10. Beagle under pressure. Rasheed Price. Sack. His 2nd on the day. He's a monster. Now up to 23 on the season. 2nd and 16, looking to set up the screen to Perry. Nope. This one's going nowhere. Malcolm Folk all over it, and it's 3rd and forever. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Pressure should have been a 3rd sack. Oh my goodness. Price and the boys came to play. Marshall, 4 possessions defensively, and they have yet to squander anything, as Ali has 1 yard on his first carry of the drive. Well protected, lobbing this one to Cook. This was a really nice anticipation throw by James Fuqua. 1st down Marshall, now across the midfield stripe. Ali stumbling. He probably could have had a little bit more, but he does get 4 yards. Now, triple option keeper. We motion Chambers into the backfield. He takes a big hit. It's only a 2-yard rush. 3rd and 5 upcoming. Fuqua drifting, buying time. Finds John Bass. Did a nice job finding him in the second window. Convert the 1st down. 1st and 10, deep up the sideline, looking for William Matthews. And this one's going to be intercepted at the 8-yard line. Fagans, as we get a little greedy. Antoine Fagans leading the team in interceptions, and he's got one against us. Dang, this is a big play because we probably could have poured it on them and gotten out of here early with the blowout. But they do get their stand down around the end zone, but they're struggling as Jermaine Johnson has a TFL. 2nd and 12 as they continue to work behind the sticks. Feels like every single possession. They flip this one out to Rucker, though, as he stiff arms Eric Love. Corey Rucker has 18 yards after a nice run after catch. And check this out. School record receiving yards in a career. He's now up to 3,400, and he passes J.D. McKissick. 1st and 10 after the Rucker play. Perry running left. He's got some room, 15 yards as they start to get ahead of the sticks a little bit. Converting a few big plays on this drive. Looking for more underneath the kid. He's got 4. 2nd and 6, pressure from Hardiman as he meets people in the backfield. It's Perry going nowhere. Nice job by Johnson to help him too. And it's a 3rd and 6. Beagle under pressure, big pressure, and he's going to go down. Oh my goodness, check out Aiden Hubbard on this rush. Fights off the chop block, and then it's a party at the quarterback. That's not a fun sight if you're Beagle. The Marshall D continues to be strong as they don't give up anything after the INT. 1st down, it's 4 yards to Chancellor Bright. 2nd and 6, we're going to find Bright again. He gets hit hard, 9 yards. He does have the first. Running left to Ali, who gets through the hole, starts to stumble. Probably could have had a little bit more if he keeps his balance, but it is 12 yards late to the sideline. We throw the interception. It's Fagans again. Chancellor Bright does track him down. We have got to not throw it in the direction of number 8. He is picking our pocket. This is a little late. This is a little too far to the outside, and Fuqua and Coach Mayo have to have a discussion. Gosh, we have given them all of the offense with our turnovers as Beagle has the ball again, and Arkansas State's going to start using their timeouts under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Beagle on 2nd and 7, going to tuck it. Fights, stiff arms, finds more yards, 11-yard rush. Really nice job there by him as they're going to go no huddle. No timeout yet. 1st and 10. Looking over the middle. This one's dropped by Ely. Nice job by Kenneth Daniels on the coverage. 2nd and 10, 1:06 to go. Beagle, shotgun, 3-man rush. Rucker over the middle, fighting, pushing forward. They give him the first. Timeout Arkansas State. 1:02 to play. Beagle settling over the middle. Jones, 9 yards. Clock running. Marshall in zone. Down here in the red zone, under pressure, Aiden Hubbard hits him hard. They're going to give it an incompletion. I really thought that was a fumble, but it's a 3rd and 1, 47 to go. They do elect to run it. We did not see this coming. Hello. Lincoln Perry, I thought for sure they were going to try to throw this one in. Really smart play call there. And look at this D-cleater on Andy Johnson. Man, they blocked that up real good. Arkansas State, that's a huge response. 17-7 as they've put up points off the turnover. Marshall's got it back, 40 seconds. We'll see how aggressive we want to be. We find Ali for 1 yard off the screen play. We let the clock run. 2nd and 9. Fuqua. Has a man downfield. John Bass has to come back for it. So he's a little short of the 1st down, but he's got 8. 3rd and 1. This is nice and easy over the middle to Brennan Armstrong and start taking our timeouts. There's the first. 13 seconds left. Looking for Armstrong again. Keys is there over the middle. The backup linebacker picks our pocket. And you know what? This one's a tough one. I'm not sure. When I go to throw this ball, look, he is wide open. And this guy just comes all the way out of nowhere. The ball's inside. Not the best arm strength for Fuqua. And we've blown another possession. 3 first-half interceptions for James Fuqua as Beagle looking to get some more points. Has Neighbors over the middle as we lose track of him. 24 yards. They're going to take the timeout. They're going to try the long field goal before halftime, but it's leaking left. It is missed, and Marshall kind of dodges a bullet, even though the defense has been fantastic and the offense is setting them up to fail. 17-7 is our halftime score. Marshall has to feel decent, but actually has to be pretty upset that they haven't put on more points. As Fuqua trots back out, 12 of 17, 121, and 3 picks in the first. Well, we've got 1 half of football to play. We'll see if we can play a little better, not turn the ball over as much, and that's a good start. Fuqua on the zone read keeper, making it work with his legs. We have not had a ton of success on the ground with Ali, so I wonder if Fuqua is going to have to be more involved in the second half game plan. There is 11 as I talk about Ali, and back-to-back plays. He's got 11 and then 10. So, hey, look, don't sleep. Rasheen Ali's still here. We got to continue to use him. Fuqua under pressure, under heavy pressure. 3 guys on his tail, but he's got space. He's going to get upfield, and then he's going to fumble it. Hello. No! And Mims is going to dive on this one. He had 3 guys nipping at his heels the whole time, and then he fumbles as he runs out of energy. And just like that, Marshall's giving it up again. Perry up the middle, 9 yards. Golly, are we struggling to keep the possession of the football and not put our D in bad spots? Nice job there by Folk. Shuts down the Beagle scramble. It's a 3rd and inches. Perry. That's easy. He's got it. Hardiman hits him hard. 5 yards and a first down. Double safety blitz upcoming. Beagle under pressure off his back foot. No way. He finds Jones. I swear, 2 weeks in a row, a quarterback in crazy desperation completes a pass off his back foot against us. Perry on the draw, going nowhere. Nice job by Aiden Hubbard, shedding his block and getting into the backfield. 2nd and 11 as they look to go again, and they're going nowhere. Beagle sacked as the Marshall D-line steps up. Jay-Sean Kaufman, his first sack of the day. Now really behind the sticks. It's 3rd and 14. They throw it underneath. We got to rally up and make the play. Adam Jones short of the first down, but they're going to go for it. 4th and 5. Beagle under pressure. Steps up into the pocket. He fumbles it. Kerryon Martin is on it. There we go. Marshall gets one back. And that's a Rasheed Price. I don't think they're going to give him credit for the sack, but it's definitely his forced fumble. Kerryon Martin quick to jump on it. Marshall gets it back and, more importantly, does not allow any points. Fuqua taking over. Let's stop turning the ball over. What do you say, 2? Nice little zone read keeper, 26 yards as he gets hit out of bounds. All right, 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Fuqua looking deep up the middle. Lob it to Chancellor Bright, and he can't get to it. Fagans is there in the coverage again. Number 8 has been a thorn in our side today. Ali gets a nice little hole, and he's running it up the middle for 16. And here's another run as we get it going. Ali has another 9 yards. They give him 10 in a first. Marshall back inside the red zone at the 10-yard line. Fuqua changing the route. Now he's going to scramble. Look to the back of the end zone. No, Hayden Hagler cut off his route. That's a touchdown. 2nd and 10. We still can get the first down technically. Lobbing to the end zone. We don't need it. Hayden Hagler right back to him. 10-yard touchdown for the redshirt senior. Crazy. 24-7 is going to be our score, and it's our first passing touchdown on the day. It feels like we should have had a lot more. Hayden Hagler, nice little corner route. He's got somebody on his inside hip, and he's just going to snag this one. And, hey, give credit to Fuqua. Great position for that ball. Touchdown, Marshall. All right, little bit of breathing room. 24-7 is Perry. Gets it going on first down. That's a 7-yard rush. 2nd and 3. Beagle keeps it. Oh, design quarterback keeper goes for 6th. Now Beagle on the speed option, and he's swallowed up. Nope. This was technically a shovel option, and he had neither open. Nice job by Jermaine Johnson. 2nd and 13. Short throw over the middle. Jones comes back for it. He's got 3, but it's going to be 3rd and very long. Let's see here to the sideline to Rucker. Another nice job by the Marshall D. They rally up and make the play. And it's a quick 3 and out. Give it right back to Marshall as Ali's got 3 yards. 2nd and 7 as we look to keep the ball on the ground a little bit. Ali fighting. He's got 6. Sets us up with a 3rd and 1. Fuqua looking. Smart. Don't do anything crazy with it. Slide down. Got the first. Going to give it up the middle to Ali. We've ran well out of shotgun today. There's 6 yards on first down. 2nd and 4 as we hit about 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. John Bass, double back juke. Ooh, John Bass, this was dirty. Really nice job. He picked up a block by Armstrong on the sideline too. Rasheen Ali's got 5, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Tommy Chambers in motion, but the give is to Ali. He's got a short pickup over the middle. Fuqua under pressure. No! He fumbles it. And Blackwell scoops it, and he's got a convoy and 2 offensive linemen chasing him down, and we're not going to get him. Denzel Blackwell, the cornerback, came in on the blitz, and he scoops and scores, and Marshall has somehow shot themselves in the foot again as Fuqua fumbles while he goes down, and we have obviously no speed in the backfield to try to chase him down. This has been a disaster in terms of the offense penalizing the defense. 24-14 is our score. Man, I'm almost speechless on how bad this has gone for the offense today in some spots. Nice run by McDaniel, then another nice run by Ali, and we're at least getting ourselves a little breathing room. Out to the 50-yard line. James Fuqua, play action. Nice job to get it out quick. Braden Armstrong, 3 men in front of him. He gets his shoulders down and gets 11 in the first. 1st and 10 from the 40. Marshall continuing to march. Chancellor Bright motioned into the backfield. We were thinking about pitching it to him. We keep it with Fuqua. He's got another first down. 86 yards on 9 carries for Fuqua. Hopefully no more sack fumbles in the midst. And oh my gosh, we almost had another one as we throw this one away on 1st and 10. I'm skittish now. I'm nervous. Fuqua should have been intercepted for his 4th pick. Leon Jones there as he tries to scoop up the overthrow. Oy, yi, yi. 3rd and 10. We flip it underneath to Ali. He's short. It's a safe check down throw. It's a 4th and 2. Trots out Kevin Hayes. This is a chip shot for him. He's got plenty of leg. And it's a studio update. Remember, conference championship weekend. Houston and Oklahoma deadlocked at 21 early in the 4th quarter. Big 12 championship on the line. Arkansas State's got it back. Ely motions into the backfield, and he's got a nice little 10-yard rush and a 1st down. 27-14 the score as Marshall trying to hold on to this one. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to play. Daniels hits him first, and he fumbles this one. Ooh, Beagle got lucky. He had a wide receiver out there in the flat to dive on it. 2nd and 12, nevertheless. Beagle, well protected, has plenty of room. Ely, he scoots out of there. Somehow he sneaks past. That's a 24-yard gain. And look at Andy Johnson. He's right on him, and he just leaves him while the quarterback is staring at him. And then we miss a tackle, and that's off to the races. Gosh, that hurts. Now it's a 2nd and 10. Hard count. Perry off to the right side as he finds a little bit of room. It's going to leave him with a 3rd and 1, much more manageable. Flipped it out to the side. That's the tight end Stevenson. Emmanuel Stevenson has 5, and they convert the 1st down. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the 4th. This one goes to Stevenson again. He's got 3. Hayes motions into the backfield. The give is to Hayes, and Jermaine Johnson is there. Swallows up Akeem Hayes, -5, his 3rd tackle for loss on the day. It's a 3rd and forever as they go draw play to Perry. Not sure why you're not aggressive looking for the 1st down, but hey, sets them up with a 4th and 10. This is huge. Can Marshall get out of there? Beagle under pressure. Fumble! Jermaine Johnson, he's all over it. The true freshman is going to scoop up this fumble, and Marshall gets a huge turnover on downs / turnover in general, as it's another green wave of jerseys all over him. I think Josh Hardiman might have forced that one, and Marshall has it back. 3 minutes to go. Time to squeeze the air out of this football and protect it. Ali left, Ali right. Quickly to 3rd and 3. I guess we are going to throw it. We throw it over the middle. Jack Staken with a nice diving reception, and that's a timeout for Arkansas State. Now, keeping it on the ground. Going nowhere. It's a TFL, 2nd timeout. Minute and 52 left to play. 2nd and 11. Marshall deciding to throw. Fuqua has room. Gets to the sideline. Flips it to William Matthews, but he steps out of bounds. Not what we were looking for at all. I thought for sure we had an easy play lined up where we could keep this ball inside the field of play. And we forced them to use their last timeout, but we're going to have to punt it. And it is down at the 20-yard line as Beagle takes over. A minute and 30 left. First play of the drive, he's going nowhere. Sacked for a big 8-yard loss as they are just having to go hurry up. They spike it, and it's quickly just like that to 3rd and 18. Beagle settling, under pressure, deep up the sideline. No way. There's no way he goes up and gets this. Rucker mosses us, and he picks up a huge conversion, and they're across the 50. Now Walker over the middle. Fights off a tackle. He's got 1st down, and the clock continues to tick. 1:10. Beagle changing the play. Settles. 3-man rush. Gets his arm hit as he throws it. Nice job by Aiden Hubbard. It's incomplete. Minute and 2 left to play. It's a 2nd and 10. Beagle under pressure as the pocket breaks down. Aiden Hubbard gets home. 8-yard sack. That's a huge one. Setting up a 3rd and very long. No timeouts. Beagle, Aiden Hubbard, and Johnson are there again. Are you kidding me? The defensive ends go absolutely crazy here in this final possession. 4th and 23. This one's underneath to Perry. He's got nowhere to go. Turnover on downs, and that is massive by the Marshall defense. 30 seconds left to go. We get a chance to kneel it out, and we escape. Exhale as we get the top 25 win and the Sun Belt Conference Championship. My goodness, that was stressful, and we really tried to throw this one away. Like literally, throw the football to the other team away. Josh Hardiman, 8 tackles, 2 TFLs, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and there it is, the Sun Belt Conference title, the trophy being presented to Coach Mayo and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Wow, what a game. 27-14 is our final score in what was a pretty embarrassing display on offense, but one of the most dominant performances by our defense this entire series. We turned it over 5 times and lost 2 fumbles and threw 3 picks. We ran the ball well, racked up 230 yards, and holding Arkansas State to just 44 is impressive. Fuqua completes 66% of his passes, but he fails to throw for 200 yards. He struggled in the air all day, but does continue to find production on the ground, so we love that. He adds 84 yards on 10 carries. scored a touchdown, but had those 2 fumbles. Rasheen Ali rushes for 137 yards on 23 carries, 5.9 average. He just wasn't able to get into the end zone today. Defensively, Josh Hardiman, 9 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. He was extremely active, and combined with the dominance from the D-line, we overwhelmed them all day up front. Speaking of that D-line, 11 sacks on the day and countless TFLs. The defense won us this game flat out. Coach Mayo adds the Sun Belt Conference title to his already impressive resume. 49-5 in almost 4 full seasons, 9-2 against the top 25, and 2 conference titles. Of course, we're going to find out Marshall's postseason fate here in just a minute, as more hardware might be on the way by the end of this season. As we advance forward, let's look at the Heisman, this year's trophy. DeMarcus Bowman of Florida is the winner. Over 2,000 all-purpose yards and 24 scores for Bowman. And in a surprise twist, it's Fuqua finishing 4th, and he's a finalist. But unfortunately, Ali doesn't make the top 5. He was in the mix all season. It was a great season. I think he deserved a trip to New York. Let's recap conference championship games and see where everyone's going to end up. Marshall handles their business in the Sun Belt title. Northern Illinois beats Akron to take the MAC. It takes a field goal in overtime to get it done, but Houston beats Oklahoma to win the Big 12 title. Florida gets the 5-point win over Saban and Alabama. They win the SEC championship. And they have a Heisman winner, and they lock in their spot in the college football playoff. UNLV takes care of Air Force to win the Mountain West, and North Carolina gets the ACC title by beating Clemson by 4. At 13-0, the Tar Heels are the #1 seed in the playoff. Oregon State is the Pac-12 champ. They get the 3-point win over Utah, and if you look closely, they come in at number 4. That means if we scroll down, Ohio State has fumbled the bag again, losing 28-11 to Nebraska in the Big Ten title game. They will fail to make the playoff for the 4th straight time in our series. And it means Oregon State, against all odds from the #7 spot, is going to find a way in. There it is. Our first official look at this year's college football playoff bracket. Marshall slides into number 3 after Ohio State's loss, setting up the 2-3 matchup with Heisman winner DeMarcus Bowman and the defending national champion Florida Gators. We will square off with them in the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. On the other side, it's the fortunate Oregon State Beavers at number 4 and the #1 seed North Carolina Tar Heels in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. I cannot wait to see how this plays out, as 3 of these schools aren't traditional powers and could hoist for the first time, maybe ever, in program history. We know our top 4, but here's the rest of the rankings. USC ends up at number 5. Miami is up to number 6. The Buckeyes slide to number 7. Bama and Clemson are down to 8 and 9, and Oregon stays at number 10. We will dive into more of the other bowl games in the next episode, but that's how our top 10 shakes out after Conference Championship Week. Wow. As we wrap up the episode, I want to take just a few minutes to talk about the All-American teams and the season award winners. NCAA All-American First Team. The entire Marshall D-line gets crazy love. All 4 starters make the first team list on D-line. That's pretty insane, but those guys were awesome all year long. They close out the conference championship, showing why they were so good. But that's not all. True freshman corner David Watkins and Josh Hardiman also get the first team nod. Really great seasons by those guys, and Kevin Hayes as kicker and Knowledge McDaniel as the returners. That's 7 guys on the All-American First Team list. It just speaks to the dominance we showed all year. Let's look at second team. We finally get some Rasheen Ali love. He shows up next to Heisman winner Bowman, who couldn't get the first team nod, which is really interesting. And it shows just how competitive the tailback group was all year. And as we scroll down at the bottom, we see Andy Johnson gets the second team spot at free safety. I'm really happy to see he got some recognition as well. Okay, award winners. Let's check them out. Kamar Wheaton wins the Maxwell, and I looked it up. The Heisman's voted on by the media and past Heisman winners, while the Maxwell is voted on by the sports writers and the college football head coaches. So that's pretty interesting. Wheaton also wins the Walter Camp and the Doak Walker Award. So there was major drama in the national perception between Wheaton and Bowman for the Heisman. Basically, Bowman wins the Heisman, but nothing else. Rasheed Price has an incredible season, 24 sacks. That puts him in incredible company, as that ties the Terrell Suggs 2002 NCAA sack record. He casually also had 27 TFLs and 4 forced fumbles. He loads up on the hardware this year as he wins the Bednarik, the Nagurski, and the Lombardi Awards. Easily the best defensive season in Marshall history, the true junior will have a tough decision to make about his NFL future this offseason. Quarterback, the O'Brien Award goes to Robertson of Mississippi State as he throws for 42 3,200 yards, rushes for 500, and has 49 scores. He was pretty dominant. Ra Thompson wins the Biletnikoff at wide receiver. 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns, and it looks like Mississippi State's passing attack was pretty potent. Helgeson for Georgia State wins the Mackey for best tight end, but this is a little goofy. Remember, he took over at running back for them and ran for 1,300 yards on 260 carries. So he was only a tight end on paper, but they still give him the award. Josh Hardiman wins the Thorpe as the best defensive back in the country, and he was a baller. 80 tackles, 26 TFLs, 4 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a defensive score. He's going to be awesome in the league. Love some Josh Hardiman. Lastly, special teams. Kevin Hayes wins another Groza Award for the best kicker. That's 3 straight. 18 of 19, long of 56. The only miss came from 63 yards and a perfect 76 of 76 on extra points. He'll go down as the best kicker in school history. And of course, Knowledge McDaniel wins his back-to-back Jet Returner of the Year award. 1,800 yards combined in return, 3 touchdowns. What an incredible career for both of those guys. Coach Mayo's got another upgrade, and we're going to put it into the locksmith perk. It's up to level 2. That means 3 recruits next year we can unlock if they lock us out. We love to see it. And that's really going to do it. What an episode, y'all. Marshall gets an ugly conference championship game win, but most importantly, punches a ticket to their second college football playoff in 4 seasons. But there isn't a lot of time to celebrate as the defending champion Florida Gators await. That's the next episode. Do not forget to like and subscribe as we find out how this season ends. Thank you so much for watching and the support. Take care of yourselves. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.